Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we're looking at Batman and the Joker Deadly Duel, book 6 of 7. We are almost at the finish line. I really love this cover. This dead bride looks totally dope. Can't wait to share it with you guys. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. This has been such a mixed bag. What an event. Announced, what, 7 years ago, finally coming to an end. We're at the penultimate issue. This is a gorgeous cover, I have to say. If you've been following my coverage of this, the art's really been a mixed bag for me, but mostly gorgeous. I mean, come on, Marc Silvestri is one of the greats of the legends of the comic book industry. It is so cool he is even doing this. So it's always fun when one of the big guns goes back to Marvel or DC and does an event book like this. And this is an event book, you know what I mean? It's funny because there are certain elements that are kind of interesting. You know, it's like I feel like if this would have came out when it was supposed to or announced like 7 years ago, it would have been a little more exciting. But Batman is so like I feel like he's is he 50% of DC's publishing right now? I mean, just which is also interesting because you know DC stands for Detective Comics, and Batman made his debut in Detective Comics number 27. So, arguably, DC is nothing without Batman. I mean, I know you're gonna say you disagree, but what other DC books are you getting? You know what I mean? Justice League. Story and art, Marc Silvestri. Colors, Arif Prianto. Letters by Troy Piteri. One of my complaints about the art on the book is that I couldn't even tell if it was really inked or just reproduced from pencils because the blacks were just so gray. And I feel like we fixed that along the way. It looks so much better than it did in the initial issues. Another complaint, and actually someone else nailed this one for me, is that with Batman's costume being colored the way it is, and the fact that there are no bat panties, makes it look like he's basically running around naked with a symbol on his chest, boots, a cowl, and a Ken crotch, I guess. I don't know. Look at the beautiful drapery. This is why in art class you have to learn how to draw folded sheets, because if you're ever going to draw Batman one day, you might need to draw a dead bride wedding, and you're going to need to know how to draw all that stuff. I love the bridesmaids dresses with like the skeleton chest. That is so cool, actually. And I also love a double page spread, but I also love a double page spread that utilizes the bottom of the page to continue the storytelling. You know, the writing actually is fun. It's very cinematic. Like, I feel like you can tell that Mark Silvestri is definitely sort of an LA kind of guy. Um, I don't know. It does, like, I can just hear the elevator pitch on this. Batman and Joker forced to team up, an unholy alliance, the deadly duo, blah, blah, blah. You've heard of the dynamic duo? Well, this is the deadly duo. I mean, all apologies to Eric Larson's Kill Cat and Kid Avenger, right? I mean, that's kind of funny too that you would directly use a title that one of your Image co-founders, arguably not since like when's the last time there was a Deadly Duo appearance book, whatever, probably 30 years ago. So I guess you can't sit on a an obvious title like that for the rest of your life, huh? Very pretty goth looking stuff. It's like it's no surprise that Top Cow found its groove on books like Witchblade and The Darkness after, you know, setting up a more traditional superhero sort of universe with Cyberforce and all that. Naked Batman. I mean, you know, maybe I'm down for that. Like, maybe he just should be naked. Like, that could be part of his. I don't have powers, so I'm gonna distract them with my bat dong instead. And I found this interesting too here, because she just rips the guy's head off, and it's kind of graphic and gross, and like I just don't even know like what to say about that. It's just a little absurd. Joker, Joker, Joker. Also, like, the suspension of disbelief is such an important concept when it comes to reading comics. Like, it should be firmly in place the minute you, like, crack open the cover because it's comic books. God knows what's going to happen. I just had this conversation with one of my friends about underwater characters with capes. So I mean, if you're willing to go that far, then you have to put up with a lot of crazy scenarios. However, the one I can't wrap my mind around is a world where Batman would feel like he had no choice but to team up with with the Joker and give him like a super suit to do it with. I like no sense. Bring Harley, whatever. They're randomly killing people the whole time, and he's like, bad Joker, quit killing people." I think Batman low key doesn't really give two Fs, to be honest with you. Oh, and then this is pretty brutal, actually. That's kind of cool. You know, does Batman not kill, or he just doesn't use guns? I don't know. Superheroes are so morally ambiguous anyway. I mean, they're vigilantes, so the fact that they have that sort of disregard for the law straight out the gate, like, I feel like, you know, who knows what's going to happen. Very classic Marc Silvestri face there. I mean, who doesn't want a Batman? That kind of is what my hair looks like right now. That's kind of scary. Anyway, um, aren't you glad I don't focus the camera on myself? Um, Double page spread, gorgeous. Looking less naked. Um, and I have to say once again, I mean, this is very within like what you would expect from Top Cow, but given like the way it is inked and it is like detailed, lush, gorgeous, I would almost rather see like a Mark Chiarello, a Dave Stewart kind of flat coloring, because I feel like the it's working against the art in a lot of ways. It's not really working with it. It isn't horrible. It isn't horrible. It's not the worst coloring I've ever seen in my life. I mean, no, I'm gonna go there because everybody, like I feel like there's this huge no. I mean, they're not a huge thing. Like, not everyone feels this way, but there's this thing like, oh, Joker and Batman should just do it already. I'm like, no, they shouldn't. That is so stupid. They're enemies, which is not a big metaphor for also being lovers at the same time. Give me a break. But him being like, put this key around his neck and saying, come and get me, like, that's kind of, oh, bats. Yeah, I mean, I see what you're doing here, Silvestri. And cue the bomb chicka bomb bow music, because if they aren't making out on the next page, this setup was very misleading. Oh, they're not. Well, I don't know. See what I mean, though? Do we want a superpowered Joker in a fight suit? No, we don't. And I was also kind of distracted by how digital the lettering looks there. You know me and my critiques. Anyway, not bad. And it's looking a little more blue. I do kind of like that, like more. Like, where has this been? Anyway, to be concluded. God only knows what's going to happen. They're going to beat the crap out of each other. Jokey's going to screw him over, and the status quo will be returned. And all will be well with the world. And this has also been fun, and I'm looking forward to the trade paperback as well. And also, hopefully, the inevitable noir of edition, because, I'm thinking a deluxe hardcover, little oversized, perhaps, with complete pencils or complete inks in the back. We need that just to see, like, the artistry. Like I said, a lot of the detail gets lost by the muddiness of the coloring, and so this is like a very welcome addition to see this gorgeous, beautiful art. And that double page spread does look so cool there. I mean, where is Mark's Walking Dead book? Did he ever do that? Because he must have at least done a cover. I mean, kind of born to draw zombies, right? Gorgeous. Come to my window, come to my bedroom, come and get it, Joker. Be back for next issue, the final frontier, the conclusion to sometimes what does kill you makes you stronger. Amanda Sims. Well, that is a quote to end on. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and I will bring you more soon.